class, we are going to get ready to listen to the story, the Easter story. So this is going to be our Easter week, and so everything that we're going to be doing is going to be about Jesus. While Jesus was on earth, he healed the sick, taught people about God. So everywhere he went, men and women and boys and girls wanted to meet him. One day, he had to go to Jerusalem to celebrate a feast day. As he rode into the town on a donkey, a crowd ran up to him to meet him. Some shouted, "Blessed is the King," and put their coats down in his path. Others waved palm branches and sang songs. The leaders were jealous. They did not like Jesus. "Look how the people follow this man," they whispered. "We must find a way to get rid of him." That night, Jesus ate the Passover feast with his friends. He knew it would be the last meal they would eat together. He didn't want them to forget him. So when the food was passed around, he turned to them and said, "When you eat bread and drink wine like this, remember me." Jesus knew the jealous leaders would take him away soon. He also knew someone sitting in the room would turn him in. "Who is it, Lord?" asked John. Jesus answered, "The one I give bread to," as he passed the loaf to Judas. Judas whispered an excuse and left. After dinner, Jesus and some friends went to the garden. Jesus knew he would suffer and die, so he was very sad. "I'm going to pray now," Jesus said. "Please keep watch," his friends said. "Yes, Lord." But then they fell asleep. Jesus knelt and closed his eyes. "Father, you can take away this cup of suffering that is coming to me," he said softly, "but I will do whatever you want." Then Jesus got up and went back to his friends. Suddenly, a group of soldiers marched up to Jesus. Judas was with them. He ran over to Jesus and greeted him with a kiss. This was a signal for the soldiers to arrest Jesus. And when they did, his friends left him and ran away. Jesus was brought before the leaders. Some people told lies about him, but they had no proof, so the leaders could not charge him with anything. Then they asked, "You say you are the Son of God. Is that true?" Jesus answered, "I am." This made the leaders angry. "This man is guilty of a terrible offense," he said. "He says he is the Son of God, when he is not," they shouted. "For this he must be punished." So they turned Jesus over to the Roman government, and it was decided Jesus must die on the cross. But first, he had to carry it a long way to the place called Calvary. The cross was very heavy, and Jesus fell 3 times. His friends could not do anything but look on and cry. Jesus died soon after. His friends took his body and buried it into a new tomb. Then they rolled a big stone in front of it. But the leaders were still afraid. They remembered that Jesus said he would rise again in 3 days. So they gave an order for soldiers to guard the tomb day and night. A few days later, some friends went to Jesus' tomb. The big stone was rolled away. "It's empty," they shouted. When they looked in, then they saw an angel. "Jesus is not here," he said. "He is alive again." So they ran to tell the others. After Jesus rose from the dead, he visited his friends who were happy to see him. Before he left for heaven, he told them to spread the good news of God's love to everyone. Because Jesus died and rose again, he earned us a place in heaven. That's why we celebrate Easter. So I am going to do a song. Let's see what.
Thank you, God, for saving me. Rescue from the middle of the ocean deep.
Rescue from the middle of the ocean deep.
You set my feet on solid ground.
You set my feet on solid ground.
I once was lost, but now I'm found.
I once was lost, but now I'm found.
Everything I have, I owe it all to you. For everything you are and all you do, Lord, I could write a book, fill every single page with a million reasons to thank you, Lord. Thank you, God, for the big blue sky.
Thank you, God, for the big blue sky.
Birds that fly so high.
Birds that fly so high.
Thank you, God, for all my friends.
Thank you, God, for all my friends.
Thank you, God, for your awesomeness.
Thank you, God, for your awesomeness.
Everything I have, I owe it all to you. For everything you are and all you do, Lord, I could write a book, fill every single page with a million reasons to thank you, Lord. To thank you, Thank you, God, for all you've done.
Thank you, God, for all you've done.
You gave your one and only Son.
You gave your one and only Son.
Now I can have eternal life.
I can have eternal life.
Thank you for my opened eyes.
Thank you for my open eyes.
Everything I have, I owe it all to you. For everything you are and all you do, Lord, I could write a book, fill every single page with a million reasons. Everything I have, I owe it all to you. For everything you are and all you do, Lord, I could write a book, fill every single page with a million reasons to thank you, Lord. To thank you, Lord. To thank you, Lord.
And yes, we are thankful. We have an amazing God that set his son here for us. And he saved me and you, which is an amazing thing. So remember, who loves you? God loves you. And I will see you soon. Bye.